All right, welcome into Sup Dogs Live on this Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. Got a very exciting show for you. Steve and I go here hosting live from Sup Dogs in downtown Greenville. Got a big show ahead. We got former ECU quarterback Holton Ahlers. He just arrived. We'll have him on shortly. We also got ECU women's basketball guard Micah Dennis. She's going to be co-hosting today as well. Lucas Augustin from the men's golf team, along with Carter Bussey from the men's golf team. They're coming off a really strong performance at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic. And so really excited to have all those guests. We also have Cassidy Gillespie from ECU Sports Properties, the Playfly division. Of course, they put this show on each and every week. And Cassidy, we've been doing this a month now. First off, welcome to your own air debut. How excited are you?
It's a big deal, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your nervous scale of 1 to 10? How nervous are you?
It started at about a 9. I would say it's gone down to a 7. I feel I'm in the hands of a professional.
I wouldn't say that, but at least once you get going, you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely.
About yourself. And once you get the mic going and the headphones on, you kind of get lost in the world a little bit.
Right.
So first off, let's talk about your background. So you've been with ECU Sports Properties and Playfly for a while now, but now working full time. You attended Alabama.
I did. Roll Tide.
So what led you from Alabama to East Carolina?
So I actually obviously I love sports. I work in sports. Playfly as a company, our VP coached my older brother in Little League football.
Okay.
And I said, I need some help. Help me out. And he was like, I have a perfect place for you. You're going to love it there. And I did. My junior year of college, I interned here. And then when I graduated, I was like, I got to go back. I just love Greenville.
Can't get away. Once you come to Greenville, you're stuck here. And so we've been doing this show for really a brand new concept, of kind of highlighting the student athletes, the lives of the student athletes. And, really, I enjoy it because we get to talk to coaches all the time in my profession, but really rarely nowadays do we get to know the student athletes, especially from all the sports outside of kind of the ones that get the most spotlight. So how much are you enjoying kind of being a part of this and how much you feel like the show has kind of grown this last month or so?
It's been really fun. I feel like I am in my office all the time, so I don't get to really interact with student athletes. So it's a good time for us and our staff to get to come out here, kind of see who we're working with, who we're working for. Like, it's a really good vibe. It's fun. There's always people here. You get to meet new people.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it and get to learn more about them other than just kind of the basics of their sport.
100%.
So I don't know, you're obviously a sports fan, but what are some of the topics you always like for us to talk about?
I like when we talk about the music. It's fun to see what kind of music they listen to. I feel like you learn a lot about people from what kind of music they listen to.
Well, I'm a hard rock guy, which is a little bit off the radar. So,
not what I was expecting from you.
I'm not a country guy. Everybody's a fan of Morgan Wallen. So we'll see how many Morgan Wallen fans we get today on today's show. But Cassidy, good to get to know you. I don't know. Are you going to stick around?
Oh, I'll be here. I'll be here.
So you're going to stay on the mic, though, is the real question.
I don't know. We'll see. It depends. I'm getting some nods in the crowd. I'm seeing some positive feedback out there.
See some people.
So it'll be a surprise.
So I don't know. We'll see if she's back after the break. We're going to have Holton Ahlers. He's back in town. He will join us on the other side. We're also going to be joined by Lucas Augustin from the men's golf team from Sweden. We'll talk about how he came to Greenville, North Carolina, all the way from Sweden. He's coming off a tremendous performance at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic. So we'll talk to him. We'll talk to Holton Ahlers and more as the show continues. This is Sup Dogs Live from Sup Dogs. We'll be right back.
Want to know why no one out Pizza the Hut? 75-cent boneless wings. While prices go up, ours dip. Ooh-wee! Would you look at that dunk? 75-cent boneless wings from Pizza Hut. That's why no one out Pizza the Hut.
When your Pirates come out to compete, we want to make sure our team is ready, and our field is too. That's why we trust Eastern Turf Maintenance to maintain our fields, and you can too. From fertilization and weed control to aeration, let the team at Eastern Turf Maintenance make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. From the stadium to your backyard, Eastern Turf Maintenance can make your lawn game day beautiful. Stay ahead of the game. Call Eastern Turf Maintenance today for your free estimate.
Being a divorce attorney isn't just a job. It's a calling. At Irons and Irons, we take that responsibility seriously. Our team of dedicated professionals is second to none. Our firm offers a level of skill and personal attention that only we can provide. If you need an experienced divorce attorney who truly cares about you and your family, call me today or visit our website at ironsandirons.com.
I'm an average guy, a lot like you. My job took a toll on my body, but I'm not giving in to the pain, and neither should you. There's a new game when it comes down to relief from agonizing joint pain, and that's QC Kinetics.
Elite athletes have used these amazing natural treatments for years. QC Kinetics, a long-lasting solution for joint pain. No surgery or downtime.
You and me, we got things to do. Go ahead, coach.
Come on, team, let's go! Want to know why no one outbeats the Hut? 75-cent boneless wings. While prices go up, ours dip. Ooh-wee! Would you look at that dunk? 75-cent boneless wings from Pizza Hut. That's why no one outbeats the Hut.
All right, welcome back to Sup Dogs Live on this Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. We just talked to Cassidy Gillespie from ECU Sports Properties, and now we're joined by one current student athlete, Lucas Augustin from the men's golf team. Lucas, welcome in.
Thank you.
Yep, and we got a former student athlete as well, guy by the name of Holton Ahlers. I don't know if anybody knows him around here, but Holton, welcome in, man.
Thanks, man. Glad to be here. I'm excited to be on, so let's have a good time.
Let's do it. Holton Ahlers from Greenville and Lucas Augustin from Sweden. So we'll focus on Lucas's backstory first. You're coming off a big performance, which we'll talk about at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic. But first off, man, sophomore from Sweden. What led you to Greenville, North Carolina, to play for the men's golf team?
I played a ton of golf in high school, and I figured I want to continue to play golf at a competitive level, even when I'm going to school. So USA is the perfect option, and I contacted a agency back in Europe, and got in contact with coach.
So what did you know about East Carolina, like coming out of your prep school?
Nothing really. I mean, I didn't have a visit. I just got here and played with it.
So you showed up basically without knowing ECU.
Yeah, not really, but I like it. I'm not regretting anything.
So we got you from Sweden. Holton, you knew everything about ECU.
Oh yeah, I'm from old Grimesville, North Carolina.
Yeah,
so not very far.
But the differences there quite a lot. Just what was it like adjusting? It's only your sophomore year, so I'm sure you're still adjusting to life in the States and life in Greenville, North Carolina. But how would you say that process is going?
It's going good. Like the first semester, you're getting tired. At the end of the day, it's like talking English is a big change, and we learn British English back home. So learning the common words you have in the American English is for sure a big difference. But it's everything from like the food you eat to like the things you joke around about. But I like it over here.
Well, you're doing a heck of a job. I took Spanish, 4 levels of it as a communications major at ECU, and I can't even hardly speak it still. What about you, Holden? Can you speak any foreign languages these days?
I took Spanish as well, comm major, and still can't speak Spanish. So props to you for speaking a different language and coming here. How are the people? People any different? And
I think it's pretty similar, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that big of a difference.
That's interesting. I thought
it's for sure a culture switch from like what sports you're into over here. Like watching American football, we don't do that back home. We watch soccer more often, but it's pretty similar.
Nice.
So how much do you know about Holton Ahlers as a sophomore from Sweden? Do you know much about the former ECU quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of games last year.
Let's go.
Stay in touch with the ECU athletics. So
Let's go.
I know a ton.
Did you do you go to the games and like sit in the student section, or what do you think of that experience versus, obviously some sports back home? Probably a little different, although soccer has a tremendous following as well.
For sure. But like this stadium we got here is awesome. Like it's as big as the biggest stadium we got back home. It's 50,000. And my first game going to the NC State game here,
Yeah.
that was a heck of an experience.
Yeah, that was a good one to go to.
Yeah.
It's just not the ending,
Yeah,
right?
not the ending. The environment is good. Not the
Have you obviously we love Owen Daffer, but have you gotten over that yet, or you still think about that NC State game at all?
No, I still talk to him quite a bit. I talked to him a couple days ago. He's doing good where he's at in a good position, but I don't know if I'll ever get over the game.
Yeah, that was a tough one, man.
It was.
We'll touch on more of your positive memories, I promise. So, Lucas, you're coming off a tremendous performance, your third career individual win, man, at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic. So, what was it like? Obviously, playing close to campus and on you guys' home turf, so to speak, and performing really well.
Yeah, I mean, I got off to a hot start the first round, and I played real solid. Set a school record actually,
Heck yeah.
63 out there, and got a ton of people actually coming out, like watching out the last two rounds, and yeah, we just played along as a team as well. Finished second as a team. Nice.
Yeah, what we got minus 23 as a team. I think just behind FAU, so tremendous performance. When you're in, I don't know, golf, like, can you just feel it when you're in the groove early? I mean, you are playing obviously 18 holes, which is tough to be consistent that long, but it's going to be a pretty good day.
I mean, I got off to a hot start first, like 5 or 6 holes, and then you're just trying to stay in that mood. And then when you get done at the first 18, you're trying to stay competitive the last 18 as well, because play 36 a lot of the tournaments, and that's a long day.
That's tough. Holton, how's your golf game, man?
Not very good. Need a couple pointers. I got that baseball swing, man. It slices every time I try to hit it. So I've gotten into it a little bit. So yeah. Do y'all walk, or do you have a car? Do you walk every 36 holes?
Usually walk, yeah.
Jeez. I'm tired after riding 18.
So what pointers can you give myself and Holton? Because I got a bad slice too. I played baseball growing up, and every time I play golf, like I hit the first one straight off the tee, and then everything is just slicing from there. So what pointers can you give us?
I think a lot of people trying to do too much. Just keep it simple. If you got something that works, like hitting that slice, just stay with it, and you
Play the slice?
Yeah, just play the slice and don't be too hard on yourself. Honestly.
What if your slice is like unplayable? What if you have to aim over here to hit it straight?
Then you go and get a lesson with a PGA professional.
I need a lesson from Lucas. Yeah. This is why you're here, man. I got to get some lessons while we got you. Growing up in Sweden, like how popular is the sport of golf?
It's actually bigger than you think. It's the second or third biggest sport over there. But yeah, the season is limited. We only play in the summer pretty much, and the winter is it's colder than here, but it's a change from the weather you get here. Like today, it's awesome. It's October, and back home it's like 45, 50 degrees, and that's not a good golf weather.
When you look at ECU's history, like how familiar are you with Harold Varner? And obviously he's playing on the the Live Tour, and he's done PGA in the past. So like when you see a guy who's come to ECU and has made it that far professionally, what does that kind of say to you?
I mean, it's inspiring to see where you can get if you continue to work on your game and having a good time with friends and trying to get good together.
Have you had a chance to meet him yet?
I have not.
It's coming. He's a good dude.
He is.
Holden, you got some experience with HB3 celebrating in the locker room.
Yeah.
So how many conversations have you had with him?
We've had quite a bit. Over my career, obviously he's a huge ECU football fan, and we've obviously in person in the locker room, and then over social media as well, texting back and forth. So he's a good dude to have in your corner, and obviously he's killing it where he's at. So it's a good dude.
It feels like, for me, knowing HB3 a little bit, but not a ton, it's got to be pretty cool to see somebody kind of reach the success he has, but still come back as much as
for sure.
he did. When you were playing, like that had to mean a lot.
Yeah, no, I think so, and I think that's what ECU is about is getting to the point where you're at, and then giving back and coming back and still supporting the dudes. And he did a great job of that, and still does. Someone's mad on the highway out there, I guess. But yeah, he's a good dude, and it was super cool to kind of be around him when he was here, and obviously he comes back quite a bit. So we need to get more guys like that. And I think that's how you get ECU recruits. It helps a ton. You see guys like that back that are successful. It's gonna do nothing but help.
All right, Lucas. So when's y'all's next event, and kind of Any big goals for you as y'all move forward and further into the season?
We're traveling down to Tampa on Saturday to play USF's home tournament on Monday and Tuesday. So that's the next tournament.
What's, for you, obviously coming off a great performance, is it just about consistency right now for you and not letting up after, such a strong performance like that?
I mean, it's tough to not get over your head with stuff, but like staying patient and just take a new tournament. Everybody starts at the same score and take it from there.
All right, Holden, anything else for the golfing expert before we let him go? Or
Yeah, nothing. I'm going to get some tips with you here in a few.
We'll have to get some off-the-air tips.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give us some secrets of the trade. Well, Lucas, man, appreciate the time. Good to get to know you, and really looking forward to watching your career moving forward. And best of luck going forward.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
All right, he's Lucas Augustin. We'll talk to Carter Bussey a little bit later. We'll talk to Holton Ahlers one-on-one on the other side as well. This is Sup Dogs Live on a Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. We'll be right back.
Greenville Nissan is electrifying ECU football. Shop your home field favorites for a great selection of all new electric vehicles, like the all-electric 2023 Nissan Aria, PD the Pirate approved, and perfect for an ECU game day. Find yours today at your home team Nissan dealer. And get to the game in a new Nissan Aria. Greenville Nissan is electrifying ECU football.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
All these other banks are changing names right and left. They don't care like they used to care a long time ago.
Jim Clement, president of Town Insurance, talks about townspeople here in Greenville.
With Town Insurance and now Town Bank, the folks that work for us have that attitude where if somebody walks in, I'm here to help them. And I think that's the team that Town Bank's put together here. They have that attitude. Honesty, it's sincerity, it's hard work, it's genuineness that these people have that are here.
Visit your local Optimum store and power your home with 99.9% reliable internet. And stay connected at home and on the go with Optimum Mobile and save even more with an eligible trade-in. Plus, unlock exclusive Optimum Complete savings up to $15 a month on internet when you add mobile. Get the complete connectivity you deserve. Visit Optimum.com/stores to find the nearest location. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
All right, welcome back into Sup Dogs Live on this Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. We just talked to Lucas Augustin from the men's golf team, fresh off an individual win at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic. We'll talk to Carter Bussey here in a little bit as well from the men's golf team. So he had a very strong showing as well, top 5 finish. We'll visit with him in a little bit. We're going to go one-on-one with former ECU quarterback Holton Ahlers here. Holton, it still feels weird to say former. I
just thought that as soon as you said that, I was like, dang, yeah, I guess I am, huh?
The people want to know, do you have any secret eligibility left? Can you
I don't.
Can't come back.
I used as much as I possibly could, and I don't know if my body could hold up another year of college football neither. So I used my 5, and that's all I got.
Well, you did your best, man, and obviously left ECU in a great spot. And left a ton of records that it's going to take a while to break. Somebody needs another COVID year. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But you did a great job. Let's talk about, what Holt Naylor's up to these days. You're back in town, and we'll start there, man. I know you're giving some lessons locally, so tell people about that. If they want to get some lessons, how can they do that?
Yeah, I just wanted to do something. I was working out, ready for a call, and just decided to reach out, see if anyone wanted to do lessons, just to stay around ball. And I'm kind of just doing that right now in the afternoons, working out in the mornings, and then chilling the day, chilling my dog, walking my dog during the day. Kind of a boring life right now, but just kind of waiting for a call. And I mean, we've had good feedback from teams. It's just one of those things where you just got to wait, and it's a waiting game. And even in Seattle, kind of said that they would, once they get healthy, they'll give me a call back and sign me. So right now it's kind of a waiting game, and just kind of seeing where things go.
Yeah, time with the Seahawks, undrafted free agent, and it just seemed like, man, they really liked your game, and you did a lot of good things there in the preseason and training camp, watching it. So, what was that experience like?
It was great. I felt like I played really well in the preseason. I was prepared, and they gave me a shot. And Pete Carroll is an awesome coach to be around, and Gino and Drew Lock and those guys that I got to learn around were great. But it was a good environment. It was different for me. Obviously I stayed home and played college football, so I needed to kind of get out and see the world. And living in Seattle from living in Greenville on the grid is a little bit different.
It's about as far away as you can go.
Yeah, no, it is. And I mean, it was good for me though. I needed it, and hopefully I'll be back there soon. But if not, I know I made the most of the opportunity, and I'm at peace with it.
What was it like playing for Pete Carroll? Like, just as somebody who follows the sport, and you see a lot of coaches, he seems like one of the most player-friendly coaches there is. So, what was that experience like?
100%. I mean, he's a great coach. He's really good at getting the best out of his players. Whether it's, I mean, you got to coach guys differently when you're a coach, and he did a great job of that. And yeah, that's something that I think he was always laid back. He would kind of let the players run the locker room, let the players run the team meetings, and it's time to practice. You got to go work hard. But I mean, that's anywhere. And the NFL is a little bit different than college, and circumstances of practicing and stuff like that and working out. I mean, you don't want guys to get hurt rather than anything. There's a lot more meeting time than there is in college, but it was a good experience. He's a great coach, and I'm definitely glad I got to play for him.
The business side of the NFL, you hear about it so much, and how, like you said, how different it is from college. So, what was that experience like? Kind of seeing that firsthand, and is it truly a straight up business?
Oh, 100%, it's a business. I mean, I got cut 3 times in 2.5 weeks, so I saw the business side of it for sure. I mean, there was time I got cut for 19 hours, signed the next day, and there was a time where, literally, you got to get cut to put on practice squad. So I got cut and then signed a practice squad that morning. That was a Thursday. Practice that Thursday. Got cut at the end of practice. We had off that weekend, and then we had practice again on Monday. And they were like, "Just hang around, come back Monday morning, you'll sign." So got cut on Thursday. We had the weekend off, which the whole team did. So I had the weekend off and came back Monday, signed, and I'm like, what does this even mean? Like, but yeah, that's just how it is. And then, the last time I got cut, we had, 5 offensive linemen go down our first game, and they were like, look, we got to bring an offensive lineman. We're gonna have to cut 5 guys, and you're one of them. We'll bring you back when we're healthy. But that's what the GM says. And then you go meet with the quarterback coach, and he's like, I want you here, but I'm not the guy who makes the final decision. So that's the business side of it right there.
Right, and you always got to keep your phone on because at any moment,
get a call.
Yeah, you could get a call and be right back in Seattle.
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Well, from a living situation, how do you try and handle that? Because you want somewhere to stay, obviously.
Yeah.
If you do get that call, but obviously you don't want to spend, I don't know, a certain amount
A
of
lot.
money too.
It's a lot. Cost of living was a little bit different there. Yeah. Yeah, I did a month lease, so I was good. I saved myself. I know some guys who signed a year lease and then got cut the next day. I kind of learned from that, and I'm real stingy with money in the first place, so I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to put myself in that situation. I kind of knew going in practice squad, you can get cut at any point. Really, on the roster, you can get cut at any point, but practice squad it's a different animal. So yeah, I signed a month lease, and I signed my lease that morning, got cut that afternoon, and was gone pretty soon. So I didn't get much of that 1 month.
Hey, that's how it rolls. But hey, hopefully you get that call here
Yeah, for
shortly.
sure.
And all right, so I'm a Seattle Mariners fan, so
Yeah.
I got to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to you about visiting T-Mobile Park. I saw a few of your Instagram stories. I had
Yeah.
to message you about it because I was super jealous. I've been there, I think, 2 or 3 times now for different series. What was your experience like at T-Mobile?
It was awesome. They were making me a fan right there before
Yeah.
I left. I told you that off air, but it was awesome. It's a great environment. I'd never been to an MLB game before that, so I thought it was amazing. Obviously, they got a great fan base. I went, so they got us 2 2 times they bought us a box and we were in the box, which obviously is just a different type of thing. And then one time they played the Dodgers and I went to that one. It was like a 12-inning game, extra
Oh,
inning,
yeah.
which was a fun one to go to. So it was cool. I'll definitely cheer for them. I'm a Cubs fan at heart. But I think they're both pretty bad
Yeah,
right
the
now.
franchises, not
Yeah.
not a whole lot of success between
Yeah.
the 2 of them. Maybe
So
maybe they'll meet in a World Series one day.
hey, one day. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. Gave me something to do, and off time. That's one thing about being in a big city is there's a ton of stuff to do when you're off from it, rather than in Greenville. And I like to go fishing and all that, but there ain't much to do after that.
Did you get to visit the Space Needle? That's the other, touristy thing in Seattle.
No, I'm not a huge. I could have. I'm
Yeah.
not a huge height guy, and they said it spins up top, and I was like, that just doesn't sound fun to me. So I saw it from afar, but no, I didn't go in it.
Any other touristy things you did when you were there? I know you were busy studying the playbook and all that.
Yeah. I went on a couple like ferry rides for
Yeah.
an hour. You can go offshore. I went to the market where they throw the fish. That was pretty cool. But no, I live like 40 minutes away. Our facilities aren't even really in Seattle
Really?
other than our stadium. So I live like 40 minutes away. Yeah, I could see the city off the water, but other than that, I was minimal interaction with the city.
We're visiting with Holton Ahlers, former East Carolina quarterback, back in town. So Pirates off to a tough start, especially offensively. It's kind of well documented. What's been your take watching as a fan, and how often do you try to, like, I don't know, throw stuff at the TV?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, I don't know what's going on in the film room and all that. I mean, obviously you never know until you're in there, but I mean, there are some things that they could change and there's, some things that they could do better. But, I think as an offense, you gotta block up front, you gotta establish the run, and then you gotta catch the ball and you gotta make the right read. You can't put it in, and it sounds simple and sounds like I'm saying everything, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is a good bye week. It came at a great time for them, to focus on some things. And well, they got a lot of young kids, and I mean, they're playing a lot of new guys, I guess, maybe not young, but a lot of guys with inexperience that are, getting experience for the first time. So I'd expect the rest of the season to go a whole lot better and start winning some games. But I mean, anytime you're breaking in, you got to think. I mean, we lost our whole offensive staff other than Coach K, really, last year, plus our whole offense. We had one returning starter, one and a half if you count one of the linemen, but for the most part, they're breaking in new coaches and a new offense. So it's going to be tough. You expect bumps. I mean, starting with Michigan game one doesn't help, and at App's a hard place to play, and obviously Marshall's having a good year. So it's got conference play is what matters. You got to go win conference games, and hopefully they can turn around.
You obviously spent a lot of time with Alex Flynn, Mason
Yeah.
Garcia. So how much, I'm sure you try to stay out of it a little bit, but you got to at least text them every now and then. How much do you, like, just talk to them, try to, offer them advice or words of
Yeah, no, I do.
encouragement?
I probably talk to them once a week, twice a week, but sometimes it's not even about football. I mean, we're good friends, and I mean, they definitely supported me, so it's only right for me to support them. And I mean, if they need help, obviously they know I'm here. I mean, I talked to Mason today on the phone, and kind of talked about what he should do going into the bye week, his mindset and stuff like that. And I mean, they're plenty capable of it. I mean, Flynn's probably the smartest quarterback to ever play at ECU. Mason's probably the most talented quarterback to ever play at ECU. So it's only a matter of time before they turn it around, and they'll be fine.
And you dealt with criticism early in your career where, like, you took a lot of the blame because you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
Fair or not, that just comes with being the position. So they're probably taking more blame than they deserve. There's so much that goes into it. So from that side of things, how frustrating is that? And sometimes in your shoes, I know you try to cancel out the outside noise,
Yeah.
but, like, you hear some of it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're going to hear some of it. That's just how it is. And look, losing doesn't feel good whether you're looking on Twitter or not. I mean, losing doesn't because you have expectations for yourself. That that team, that locker room has expectations for the team, and you want to be successful as much as possible. And for me, I didn't learn until later in my career. Really, I mean, you almost got to have the screw it mentality and just go out there and have fun with it, and make it fun again. I mean, if you're dreading going to the building and you already lost the battle, you got to enjoy doing it, whether you're losing or winning. And from what I've heard, those guys really have, and that's why I think they're going to turn around. They got a lot of good kids out there, and it starts with having a good locker room. If you have good kids, you're going to lose. You're going to lose games in football. That's just how it is in any sport. But if you have good guys that want to turn around, it's eventually going to turn around.
He is Holton Ahlers. All right, let's get another break in. I'll tell you what, we'll let you go, mingle, and maybe eat some food. We'll get you back on and maybe have some more fun questions towards
Let's
the end
do
of the
it.
show,
Let's do it.
where you don't have to talk about football. How about that?
All right. Let's
All
go.
right, we'll be right back. We're going to have Carter Bussey from the men's golf team join us from Davidson, North Carolina. He will be on the show on the other side. This is Sup Dogs Live.
If you have an appetite for saving money, get the new Rofo Rewards app from Royal Farms. Use the Rofo Rewards app to make purchases or place mobile orders for pickup or delivery and earn royalty points redeemable for free stuff. Download the new Rofo app at the Apple App Store or Google Play. And right now, new Rofo Rewards members will get a free any-size coffee for signing up. Get the new Rofo Rewards app today. It's a very appealing app to have. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
All these other banks are changing names right and left. They don't care like they used to care a long time ago.
Jim Clement, president of Town Insurance, talks about townspeople here in Greenville.
With Town Insurance and now Town Bank, the folks that work for us have that attitude where if somebody walks in, I'm here to help them. And I think that's the team that Town Bank's put together here. They have that attitude. Honesty, it's sincerity, it's hard work, it's genuineness that these people have that are here.
All right, welcome back into Sup Dogs Live on Thursday, October 5th. It is another edition of the show. I was tricked because I didn't know Holton had to get out of here. So we're going to sneak him back on for one more second before he leaves here in about 10 minutes. We're also joined by Carter Bussey from Davidson, North Carolina, Jr. with the men's golf team. Carter, welcome to the show.
Sir, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We talked to your teammate Lucas earlier, and we're going to we'll talk a little bit of golf here in a bit. But I tell you what, well, I got both of y'all here, two North Carolina guys, you from Davidson, Holton from Greenville, and you've been around your third year now. So let's talk about some non-sports related, maybe some ECU stuff. We'll start with Holton. Outside of Sup Dogs, which we're at, do you have like a go-to place to eat in town?
Tiebreakers. That's my go-to.
Tiebreakers.
I don't too much with my pops, but yeah, tiebreakers for sure.
All right, Carter, how about you?
We love to go to PTs until it closed down, but shoot, I'm gonna get Sup Dogs.
I mean, Sup Dogs is fair. If you had to make an order, you may have already ordered today. What's your like go-to order?
I did the slaw dog combo.
Slaw dog combo. I'm not a big slaw fan. I don't know, but it's good.
Yeah.
What about you? What about go-to
Bacon
order?
cheese fry burger for sure.
Okay.
After every home game, the last like 3 years, I would come here, and that's what I would get.
That's right. Yeah. How many autographs do you think you signed here?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Yeah.
And you got towards the end of the NIL deal, like towards the end of your career. So at least you were able to take advantage of
I
it.
was. I'm kind of glad I got out at the right time. I wouldn't want to be in the core of it. Like now, I was talking to Coach Houston today about it, and he was just telling me the stresses that come with it. And I was like, but you didn't know you had to get into that when you got into coaching. So glad I do not have to worry about that.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how far it's already come in just a few years. Carter, when you're away from the golf course, if you got any downtime, like are you reading, listening to music, watching TV? Like what do you try to do during your downtime?
I'm living in the house with a couple of my teammates, so there's always something going on at the house. Throwing the football, like to go fishing a little bit.
Okay, so you and Holton, y'all both throw football and fish. So,
well, we've had a couple good times together.
Yeah.
We've celebrated some wins together.
So who's the better receiver, you or Holton?
I haven't thrown football with him.
Okay. Well, then I won't ask the obvious question. When you let's say y'all hang out at the house a lot, so obviously outside of the obvious, like what are y'all doing? Like are y'all playing video games or anything like that, or is it more just like having fun?
Usually just having fun, watching TV, watching football games.
Okay. Did you have a favorite team growing up? Like pro or college, anything?
Big Notre Dame football fan.
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Tough loss the other week, right? That was tough.
Big win last weekend, though.
Yeah, that was a nice win at Duke. So you were an ECU fan growing up. Did you ever even like root for anybody else, Holton?
No, not really. Texas a little bit.
Yeah.
When Vince Young was there and they actually played Pete Carroll and all that, but my brother was a Texas fan, but no, I was ECU all the way. trying to cheer for new teams now. I really just cheer for players. Like like watching Colorado now. Their offense I think is really cool. Sean Lewis recruited me. Their OC recruited me out of high school, and they run an up-tempo offense, which I enjoy watching. So obviously you cheer for Lincoln at USC, but no, other than that.
So we had a member of the audience want to talk about D.H. Conley, and I am also a D.H. Conley graduate, along with Holton Ahlers.
Oh yeah.
So how good of a coach is Nate Connor in football?
Oh, he's great.
Tremendous.
He could be a college coach if he wanted to, but I think he's enjoying that high school life that he has, and he's probably one of the, if not the best coach I've ever had. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had. He gets the best out of his players, make you work hard, and we had a lot of hard times. I was a baseball player until some people still consider me better at baseball than I am in football. But yeah,
a long way.
Yeah. So he helped me out with that, a transition kind of to a football player, and he does a great job.
You and CJ Johnson, y'all had plenty of connections at Conley, and what other relationships do you really value from your high school days, whether it be players, coaches, teachers, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I think all of them. I think some of my best friends in the world were my high school teammates and middle school teammates. I'm living with my high school teammates right now. I'm in town, and hanging out all the time, pretty much some of those high school guys, and then obviously college. You go through college with guys too. You make friendships, and Kate Norman, Nate Winston, all those guys have been great for me. I didn't know it was as loud on air as it was off.
I don't think it's as loud, but it's super loud in our ears.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Carter, where did you go to high school? Did you play anything outside of golf? Were you always golf?
I went to Lake Norman Charter High School, right near Davison, North Carolina. I played a lot of basketball growing up, and then kind of got to high school and focused on golf.
So were you like one of those kids who like had the golf club in their hands at like age 3, or did you pick it up late?
No, I picked it up late. I had a basketball in my hand for most of my childhood.
So how's your jumper?
It's pretty good.
He can shoot. I went to one of his intramural games. He was hooping.
You look like a very athletic dude. So I feel like you could play some hoops. I don't know. Holton Ahlers versus Carter Bussey. I want to see that on the basketball court.
I can't shoot at all, so
you could kind of like bully him in the paint. I think you get a size advantage. Carter, when you look at obviously coming to East Carolina, and we'll talk about this with Holton a little bit as well, but just coming from outside the city, being a part of ECU culture now, like what did you kind of know about ECU coming in, and then what have you kind of learned about being a Pirate since then?
I didn't know much, to be honest. I knew Harold Varner went here, and knew they had a good baseball team. But I noticed that the people around campus are just really involved in sports and just love sports. Love seeing the teams do well.
Last thing for you, Holden, before we let you go, we've talked about it a lot throughout your career, but this place, how much it means to you, the fact you're now back, I'm sure is always special to you. But can you sum up what East Carolina means to you?
Probably not. Probably not, honestly. It means a ton to me. I would do anything to, for this university, and, I'm always cheering for it. And, one day I don't know if I ever will get into coaching, but, one day down the road, it might work out where I get a coach here. But, place means a ton to me. This is home and home to my family, so it always will be.
All right. He's Holton Ahlers. Holton, thanks for hanging out today, man. We'll let you get out of here.
Sure.
You got places to be, but appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks.
All right, we'll have more with Carter. We'll talk some more golf on the other side and talk about his recent performance at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic and also their upcoming tournament as well. We'll be right back on Sup Dogs Live.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Hey folks, Blake and Brad here again from Carolina Windows and Doors. Did you know that metal roofing is one of the most energy efficient and long-lasting investments that you can make for your home? If you or someone you know has a roof that's taken a few hits over the years, maybe it's time you give us a call.
Our state-of-the-art metal roofs come with a world-renowned Kynar resin-based coating. This allows for vibrant, rich colors that won't fade over time like the competition. And this Kynar coating can achieve solar reflectance of over 70%, keeping you cool in the summer.
We have installation crew members that have been with Carolina Windows and Doors for over 30 years. We believe this plays a vital role in delivering the most positive customer satisfaction possible, as well as the highest quality of materials.
If you're looking for a home investment that's durable and environmentally friendly, look no further than Carolina Windows and Doors. Call us today at 1-800-545-7172. That's 1-800-545-7172 and invest in your home's future.
It's bow time.
We gonna split this solo?
No.
Come on.
Split the drive?
No chance.
What are you wearing? Split these?
I thought you'd never ask.
Introducing Bo's Barbecue Chicken Sandwich and Bo's Carolina Gold Chicken Sandwich. Boldly seasoned hand-breaded chicken topped with pickles, slaw, and your choice of 2 sauces. So good, you'll want to get both and split them with a friend. It's bow time.
Visit your local Optimum store and power your home with 99.9% reliable internet. And stay connected at home and on the go with Optimum Mobile and save even more with an eligible trade-in. Plus, unlock exclusive Optimum Complete savings up to $15 a month on internet when you add mobile. Get the complete connectivity you deserve. Visit Optimum.com/stores to find the nearest location. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Greenville Nissan is electrifying ECU football. Shop your home field favorites for a great selection of all new electric vehicles, like the all-electric 2023 Nissan Aria, PD the Pirate approved, and perfect for an ECU game day. Find yours today at your home team Nissan dealer. And get to the game in a new Nissan Aria. Greenville Nissan is electrifying ECU football.
All right, welcome back into Sup Dogs Live on this Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. We're here every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. live from Sup Dogs, talking with ECU student athletes. And we got Carter Bussey still here. Carter, I think you may be, outside of Mike and Dennis, our first student athlete to go multiple segments. So you're doing a good job, man. Appreciate you coming on there. We talked a lot about just kind of your, I guess, the student athlete life outside of golf, but let's talk some golf now. We talked to Lucas earlier, who had a great performance. You as well, second top 5 finish already this season. So kind of what went well for you at the Ironwood Collegiate Classic, and kind of take us through that performance a little bit.
It's familiar territory playing Ironwood, multiple times a week, and you see the team playing well, Lucas playing well. It just, makes you want to go play well too. And, had some support from fans and stuff, and just, hit the ball well, played it well, and played well.
So what do you feel like is your strength? Is it hitting off the tee? Is it putting? Like, what do you feel like is your strength, and what are you still trying to hone in on?
Probably hitting off the tee. So I drive it pretty well. I'm still trying to putt as good as Lucas over there.
How much of it is like a mental battle with golf, man? It feels like I grew up playing baseball, which was a mental battle. Like when you kind of get in your own head if you're struggling hitting, and like it feels like you're never going to be able to come out of it. It's like if you have a bad day, is it hard to like kind of compartmentalize a little bit?
No, I wouldn't say a singular bad day. You're kind of trying to flush it, and the next day's a new day, but definitely a lot of mental to it.
You guys were competing on Ironwood, the golf course there, which is basically where y'all practice, your home turf. So I'm guessing you got to feel pretty confident going into a course you really know.
Oh yeah, definitely. You step up on the first tee and think that, I know this course better than all the other teams here. So, it gives you advantage.
Y'all shot 23 under par. So what was that like? I mean, a really good team performance, and not only you and Lucas doing well, but everybody.
No, it's definitely fun to see everyone playing well. Been working hard, and just, it's a matter of time we get that first win of the season.
What's it like playing for Coach Kevin Williams? How's he?
He's the best. Keeps it fun. Definitely good coach. Knows what he's talking about.
And he's an ECU guy. I mean, he's obviously been here a long time, coached a lot of players. So, just what I'm sure he's got some good stories. So how much does he kind of enlighten you on some of the things he's seen over the years at ECU?
Yeah, no, he's seen it tough. He's seen a bunch. He's seen Harold come through here, and he spent time at South Carolina on the women's side, and they're number 1 team in the country. So he knows what it takes to be a good team.
We talked about it with Lucas, but obviously HV3 coming from ECU now, he's a pro golfer on a big stage. When you see that, what does that kind of say to you?
No, like Lucas said, it's very inspiring, to just see he could do it. And, it just makes us want to work harder each and every day.
Do you have any guys growing up, like playing golf? I know you said you got into it kind of late in the game, but that you kind of really watched or pulled for on the PGA Tour?
Ooh, say Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
Big Jordan Spieth fan.
He's good, man. He's got some swag to him too. Do you kind of like the golfers that are a little outspoken or have that little attitude to them? You got some golfers that are more reserved, but
I don't. I don't like that now.
So you like the more reserved guys. What about when HV3 is speaking his mind?
No,
You support him?
I'll support him.
Fair enough. What do you make anything of this whole like PGA versus live thing? I mean, I'm not a huge golfing expert, but it just seems like a crazy ordeal. I know they've also kind of tried to merge as well. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts. I don't think I'm the best guy to ask for details about, but yeah, there's a lot going on.
When you do get the chance to watch on TV, I mean, do you try and like sit down and watch like all 18 holes of the whole live coverage, or is that just is that even too boring for an actual golfer? I don't know.
Sitting down and watching 18 holes is kind of boring, unless it's like a major, Masters. I'll watch a lot of the Masters or another major.
Do you try and like, I don't know, get together with your teammates to watch the Masters and make it an event?
Oh yeah. We were actually last weekend, we had the Ryder Cup and Philip and Lucas, two internationals, were at our house at 7 a.m. cheering on Europe.
I'm sure y'all had some nice rivalries going with that.
Oh yeah.
So Lucas coming from Sweden, we were talking off the air. He speaks excellent English. Have y'all given him a hard time though, just being an international guy coming over and pronunciation or anything?
No, he speaks very good English. Couple pronunciations, but he speaks very good English. I think it's got better too.
I was impressed, man. It does a heck of a job because I could never speak another language. And also when he's, so far away from home, his teammates are kind of his family in some ways here. So like, what does that entail in supporting him, on and off the course?
Spend so much time with these guys. It's just, you're happy for them when they play well. And, it's cool to get to know, someone from different part of the world. Yeah.
And y'all are going to Florida this weekend?
Saturday, I leave for Florida.
Okay. So how much are you looking forward to continuing your recent success and kind of keeping that momentum going from a good performance?
Definitely. The team's playing well. I like where we're at, and I'm looking forward to being in Florida this weekend.
All right. He is Carter Bussey from Davidson, North Carolina, and tremendous outing this past week. And we'll see how you do in Florida, man. Looking forward to following your career going forward. Best of luck down in Florida, and thanks for coming on the show.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
All right, he's Carter Bussey. We'll take our final break. We'll be right back, and we will wrap up the show on this Thursday, October 5th edition of Sup Dogs Live.
Want to know why no one outbeats the Hut? 75-cent boneless wings. While prices go up, ours dip. Ooh-wee! Would you look at that dunk? 75-cent boneless wings from Pizza Hut. That's why no one outbeats at the Hut.
When your Pirates come out to compete, we want to make sure our team is ready, and our field is too. That's why we trust Eastern Turf Maintenance to maintain our fields, and you can too. From fertilization and weed control to aeration, let the team at Eastern Turf Maintenance make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. From the stadium to your backyard, Eastern Turf Maintenance can make your lawn game day beautiful. Stay ahead of the game. Call Eastern Turf Maintenance today for your free estimate.
Being a divorce attorney isn't just a job, it's a calling. At Irons & Irons, we take that responsibility seriously. Our team of dedicated professionals is second to none. Our firm offers a level of skill and personal attention that only we can provide. If you need an experienced divorce attorney who truly cares about you and your family, call me today or visit our website at ironsandirons.com.
I'm an average guy, a lot like you. My job took a toll on my body, but I'm not giving in to the pain, and neither should you. There's a new game when it comes down to relief from agonizing joint pain, And that's QC Kinetics.
Elite athletes have used these amazing natural treatments for years. QC Kinetics, a long-lasting solution for joint pain. No surgery or downtime.
You and me, we got things to do. Go ahead, coach.
Come on, team, let's go! Want to know why no one out Pizza Hut? 75-cent boneless wings. While prices go up, ours dip. Ooh-wee! Would you look at that dunk? 75-cent boneless wings from Pizza Hut. That's why no one out Pizza Hut.
You know, Optimum Internet gives you speeds up to 1 gig.
Wow, that's fast.
With 99.9% network reliability and whole home Wi-Fi coverage. And combine internet with Optimum Mobile starting at $45 a month.
Nice.
It's the code. Optimum Complete saves you over $600 a year versus AT&T.
It's the
GOAT. I'm flattered,
Thank you
but
so
there's
much.
so many other.
They're talking about the GOAT, our greatest offer of all time.
That makes more sense.
Switch to Optimum Complete starting at $45 a month.
All right, welcome back into Sup Dogs Live, wrapping up on this Thursday, October 5th edition of the show. Just a heads up, we will not be here next week, October 12th, because we got the ECU SMU football game. Of course, that'll be a 7:30 kickoff inside Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, so go support the Pirates there as they host the Mustangs coming out of the open date. We also got soccer. They are hosting Temple at 7 o'clock at Johnson Stadium, so make your way over tonight to go support the women's soccer team. Off to a great start this season. All right. Thanks again to our guest. Of course, Holton Ahlers. Was great to catch up with Holton. Also, Cassidy Gillespie. Appreciate your support on the program today. And our two golf athletes coming off tremendous outings as well. And they'll be down in Florida. Lucas Augustin and Carter Bussey. They'll be down in Florida this weekend competing again for Kevin Williams' men's golf program. So that'll wrap it up for this edition. Again, we'll be back on the 19th of October, 5 to 6 p.m. with Sup Dogs Live. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for listening.